is Thundaris, and I am here with my friend Lissa Douglas, and I am here to tell you a story about a real life experience that I had. I grew up in the city of Chicago, and like every other person in America my age, there was a lot of racial turmoil and shifting and repositioning. Among that, and among those things that happened was the law enforcement department decided that there was systematic discrimination among people of color in order to keep psychological and financial control. After the heads got together, they decided what should be done is that they should open the enrollment and allow people of color to come into these departments. The state of Illinois decided to start with the state troopers department. Why? I have no idea. They just did. So they sent out word of mouth that they were going to be giving exams for the state troopers via radio, TV, any of our mediums that we had accessible. I didn't really want to be state troopers or any other kind of law enforcement because I don't really enjoy being shot at. However, I was desperate. I was a single parent. I was down to my last $100 in my checking account, and after I thought about it, I said, hey, I'd look good in that little brown hat. So I decided to apply. I went to our local community college where information was being given out about this in order to ascertain what I needed to do in order to become a state trooper. At the local community college, they gave out information packages which told you exactly what needed to happen. The only constraint was you had to have a high school diploma. It turned out the exam was being given in Springfield, Illinois, and it consisted of a 2-day exam. The first day, you were expected to take a written exam, pass it with a score of 70 or more, and if you completed that, in the following day, you had to run a mile within 15 minutes for the physical exam. I thought that surely I can make this physical exam because I ran a little track in grammar school, primary grades, and I still jogged 2 or 3 miles every night. I thought I was in pretty good physical shape. As far as actually being a police officer, I wasn't really sure, but I had taken a pretty good assessment of the police officer and law enforcement people that I had been exposed to, and I figured they could do no worse with me. So I got my little information packet, and I set up a training schedule for myself. I said it, it was like 3 months from that date. I set up me a little training schedule. They also gave a class at the local community college. The class was so that they can get you up to snuff in actually passing the written exam. I set up a training schedule for myself and put myself down for a date to take the exam. Everything was going well, except I didn't really keep up with the training. I was, after all, a single parent. I had time constraints and I couldn't get out and jog, as much as I would like to, but I pretty much kept up with it. The classes were given at the community college three nights a week, and I went to those classes. They took you over basic rudimentary reading, writing, and math comprehension, that sort of thing. So on the appointed day, I got myself together. I made arrangements with my neighbor to watch my child over the weekend. In the package, they included a list of possible lodgings. Now, I didn't have any money. I really didn't. I was broke. I got on the phone and I started calling these places to see where I could possibly stay. And I was pretty much getting down to the wire. I hadn't figured out a place to stay. And finally, I called a homeless shelter in Springfield, Illinois. It was a women's shelter that said that I could stay there for the 2 nights. I was much relieved, of course. That was taken care of. I now had lodging. I figured I could take the Greyhound bus to Springfield. I got the schedule. I was prepared. I fixed myself a wonderful weekend lunch basket with food including fried chicken, my own fried chicken, okay? So I got myself together. I got on the bus and I rode down there the weekend that we were supposed to be taking the exam. And I don't remember the year, but I remember it was extremely hot. It was hot as blue blazes. I got to the Greyhound bus station and there was lots and lots and lots of irritated people. Well, it turned out this was the weekend of a Greyhound bus strike, which I had kind of heard about, but I wasn't paying a lot of